Did you ever wish you could make a healthy taco recipe for your family that didn't have those ingredients that you don't want your family to eat? Tonight, we're going to talk about it and show you how you can do this. Hello, everybody. This is Deb from Just Do Something Homestead, and tonight I'm going to show you how to make a healthy taco recipe. What I've discovered is when you say healthy to someone, you get a whole lot of different explanations of what healthy means. To me, it is organic food without any bioengineered ingredients, without any bugs, and not fake food. That's what makes a healthy food for me. Raising kids 30 years ago was so much easier finding healthy foods. Everybody knew that soda wasn't good, but we still drank it. But apple juice was better for you. And that Lucky Charms wasn't your best choice, but it wasn't going to hurt you. But then we had Kix. So us moms, we would work hard to give our kids healthy cereal, healthy juice. And then when it came to meals, as long as you incorporated some applesauce, vegetables, fruits, you could put in all the convenience foods and they were healthy. Whether it was gravies or brownies, pasta and sauce, all of these things were good for you as long as you had a variety of foods. Remember the food pyramid? I learned it in school. My kids learned it in school. You were supposed to find some of each category and then you knew you were eating healthy. Fast forward 30 years. This says contains a bioengineered food ingredient. What in the world is bioengineered? Or non-GMO? Or artificial sweeteners and flavors and colors? And what is red 40? And oh, look at these ingredients. Everything has changed. Tonight, my goal is to help you create a meal that is indeed healthy, one that is easy to create, and something your family will love. We are making tacos. The toppings that you use on your tacos may be very different than what I am using, but today I am using some of our hamburger. I have raised these tomatoes and I raised the onion. I have some black olives that are organic taco seasoning, organic cheese blend, and then I bought organic lettuce. But wait, where are the taco shells? We are going to make a fried bread taco shell, and I love these tacos. They are so good, and once you make homemade, you're never gonna go back. Let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is brown my hamburger. And as you can see, I use cast iron pans. This one is to fry my bread. And so that is filled halfway with oil. But this one, I am just gonna put my hamburger in there, break it into small pieces, and fully cook it. This recipe calls for 1 pound of hamburger. Since it is just Jim and myself, I mix 1 pound, I cook it, but I'm only going to use half of it for this meal, and I will freeze the other half for a future meal. As my hamburger is beginning to cook, I'm going to set that aside, let it cook, and I'm going to start chopping up my vegetables. I buy a lot of my organic food at Aldi. It is known as Josie's Organics, and they are very, very good. Now, I have some lettuce in my garden, but I would like some romaine tonight, and we're all out of romaine. Even though it is organic, definitely wash. You can see there's little specks of dirt. Wash all of your produce, and then what I'm going to do is chop it up into small pieces. I like to chop up all of my vegetables before I make the bread dough, so I'm going to get all of this prepared first. Now I'm moving on to my tomatoes. These are Romas that I raised myself. I prefer to use Romas when I make tacos. They just hold together a little bit better, and I'm going to chop them up. Chopped up all of the tomatoes, so I have the lettuce and the tomatoes ready. Now I'm going to move on to the onion, and this is just a small one that I quickly pulled from our garden. Those are all the vegetables I need to chop. If you like peppers, you can certainly add peppers to yours, but now I am going to pour my Mexican cheese blend. This is organic. I purchased it from Aldi, but we like this blend. It is Colby Jack, Monterey Jack, and cheddar cheese, and it's really good on tacos. If you're looking at the date saying, oh, it looks like it's going to expire, nope, I store it all in my freezer. Next, I'm going to add some organic sliced black olives. I love black olives. My hamburger is now cooked, and I've broken it into smaller pieces. I don't like it in teeny tiny ones, but I've broken it up, and now I'm going to get the sauce ready for it. I've warmed up 2/3 cup of water, and with that, I'm going to add my organic taco seasoning and stir it up well. I wasn't able to find organic taco seasoning in my local store, so I actually ordered this off of Amazon. I've turned the pan on low, and I'm going to let that simmer until it is thick. You're going to want to use your smallest cast iron pan. The reason I do this is it will use a lot less oil. So find some organic oil. We like to use different ones. I have sunflower, I have olive oil. There are a variety of oils that you can use. Now I'm going to mix up the fry bread, and the ingredients for this is 1/2 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of organic corn flour, and then it's going to be 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And you're just going to mix all those ingredients together. If you are making this recipe for a family of 4, you're going to want to double the ingredients. So instead of 1/2 cup of flour, you want 1 cup of flour. So just double everything to make more. I'm only making enough for 1 meal for 2 of us. The last ingredient you are going to add is 1/2 cup of milk. And stir well. I added a little flour, and now I'm going to knead it on the counter. I cut my dough into 4 equal parts, and what I'm going to do is I am just going to roll each one into a ball and flatten it out. Once flat, I crisscross in the center with a knife so that the center will cook completely. Make sure they are smaller than the pan that you are going to fry them in, because they will get larger as they cook. Oil is hot and it is starting to steam, so I'm going to put the first one in. And it looks just like that. You want it to have the oil in a slow boil like that. Not too fast. You don't want it to go all over your stove. And I cook it just about a minute, maybe a minute and a half on each side until it's a nice rich brown. And I place it on some paper towels to dry. Just a few minutes, I was able to make the fry bread, and now I'm going to put on some taco ingredients. At this point, you can add some organic taco sauce or salsa or even melted cheese if you want it a little more saucy. There you have it. That is one fantastic looking taco that is completely homemade without anything bioengineered or insects or fake food. And that one is Jim. He likes lots of vegetables and things. Mine is more meat and cheese with lots of olives and onions, but it is delicious. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share, and read food labels. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye-bye.